Hi everyone, I'm going to do tarot card reading for 2022. See what forecast messages I may have for you. This is for the collective, and there's going to be 9 cards. Each card represents a different bit of position, and we'll explain about the positions and what each card means as we do the reading. And as I say, it's because it's for the collective, it can't resonate with everybody. So if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave it for someone that really needs it. We're going to have a look at the cards. So it's wishing you all a happy new year, of course. It's not actually, when I'm recording this, it's not actually January yet. You may well be watching it afterwards, of course. So hopefully you had a good new year. Let's have a look what we've got. So the first card that I'm going to pull will be the opening message, what it needs to tell you. So let's have a look what we got. Okay, so we got the 8 of Swords. There we are. Look. The 8 of Swords is feeling like you're being controlled. It's the opening message. It's what you're feeling right now, what's been happening recently. It's like you're being controlled either by yourself, you're preventing yourself from doing something, or from others, of course. It's other people preventing you from doing something that you really want to do, that you need to do, that you feel like you should do. So that's what's happening around you right now. And you feel like you're trapped to a certain extent. You feel like you can't do something because you're prevented by, from doing so by others, or you feel like that you can't actually do it. There's something stopping you from doing it. Only you know what this is, and you do know actually. What is it that's stopping you from doing something? What is it that you really want to do, or you think you need to do? Because that's what's happening with the 8 of Swords. It just feels like you're trapped. You can actually see this card actually quite clearly with this woman in the card. She feels like she's trapped. She's surrounded by all those swords, which are thoughts. She's got the blindfold over her eyes, so she can't see that there's gaps in those swords. There's a way out. The bird's found its way out of the cage. There's always a way out. So what you feel like you're prevented from doing, this shows that there's no reason why you can't actually do it. It's either you or others in your life, or people that you may know, that are stopping you from achieving, from doing something that you really need to do, that you've been wanting to do. I'm getting the purity, I'm getting the word purity coming to my mind, whether this makes any sense. So purity is about a new thing, of course. It's something new for you, something new that you may want to do. And that's what this 8 of Swords is showing you. That's the opening message. Now, when I've done all these cards, there's going to be 9. I will interact them and see if it will give me a little bit more clarity, because the more cards there are, the better it's going to be. So the second card that we've got is what's making you thrive, what will help you. So hopefully help you from being prevented from doing something, of course. So let's turn this card over, position 2. And we've got the 4 of Swords. It's another sword. And 4 of Swords, it shows that there's been times previously, that you feel like you're worn out as such. You feel like you need to recuperate, that you've had aspects in your life where you're prevented from doing things, as we said this. But whatever it is, you feel like that it has worn you out, and you're needing time to reflect upon things. You're needing time to think. You're needing time to just to relax as such. That's what the 4 does show you. The Four of Swords does show a period of rest, a period of solitude sometimes gathering your own thoughts, having a calm mind, calm thoughts to go on to what you need to achieve in this new year. It could show that you've had ill health recently as well. So that needs to be better, of course, for you to be able to achieve something. And again, remember, when you're prevented from doing something, is it some sort of aspect of your life that's preventing you from doing something, that you need this rest, you need to recuperate, and need to take this time out. And again, getting the word purity, got the white horse here, white in tarot, it's all about purity. And you've got the woman in the white dress there, and the white horse. There's a lot of purity, a lot of pure energy, new energy coming into your life. It's in the new year. I think if you have this time to yourself to reflect upon what you could have done and how you can achieve what you want to do, that will help you. And I think it is having that time. I get the word solitude. Sometimes people, they mean well, but they have to tell you what to do. Someone tells you one thing, someone else tells you something else. And quite often they mean well, but it really is down to you. You have to make your choices. People can't make the choices for you. They can try, but really, it's better if you did. And having this solitude, this rest, even meditation, having that time to yourself, just to make yourself recharge the batteries as such. And that will help you, because remember, this card is about thriving, help, and this will help you. Action steps to take is in position 3. So what steps can you take? Let's have a look what we've got in position 3. Turn it over. Oh, you beauty. This is a brilliant card. We got death. Brilliant card to come up in this position. Because what action to take? Quite simple when death comes up. It's releasing, losing things that no longer serve your purpose in life. So that's what this card is showing you. Let's declutter our life. Let's lose things, people, aspects of our life that are holding us back, that are preventing us from doing something that we really want to do. So there's something in your life, some things, someone, some people, some aspects of your life that you need to let go and start afresh. And that's what the death card shows. Death card is a real positive energy card for this time of year. Out with the old, in with the new. New year, new start, new beginnings, new goals. That's what this says. It's a real positive energy coming from this death card. And again, we got the white purity of the rose. What's this purity thing rocking on today? It just shows that pure is a new start. You know, it's something new beginnings. And with the death card, when this rocks up, it's getting rid of the old things, starting afresh. Sometimes we have to shut one door before we can open the next door. And that's exactly what this means. Real nice energy for you to embrace. And it's action steps to take. So think what no longer serves your purpose, what you're hanging on to that's not doing you any good, that is causing stress as such. It's causing you to sometimes feel ill, sometimes feel worn out. If we get rid of some negative things in our life, negative energy, as with this death card, that allows us, that breaks the chains and allows us to move on, allows us to move forward. And isn't that a good thing? And that's what this is showing. Remember, New Year, there's no reason why we can't make a new start on things. Absolutely gorgeous death card. When that comes up, particularly in this position, it's something you really want to embrace. We're in position 4. And we're position 4 because I've had to write these positions down because it's a relatively new spread that I've made. And it's past wisdom, things that we've learned from the past. So, obviously, we've had the 2021. It's now 2022. What have we learned? What's the past wisdom? So we got the 2 of Wands. Now I see the 2 of Wands. What we learned, it's learning from having partnerships in life. Sometimes listening, and I did say sometimes people tell you too much. But on the other hand, this is slightly contradicting it because sometimes good friends, good advice, good partnerships will help you. And this is taken on board what we've learnt over the last year that will help us strive for the new year, for 2022. Sometimes it's having decisions to make. With 2s in tarot, it's always about choices. Sometimes we in life, everybody does it, including myself, we sometimes make the wrong choice. We don't always know which choice to make. Shall we make this choice? Shall we make the other? 2 of Wands is you've laid the foundation. You've already started something. This is what's happened. You've already started something. You're waiting for the next stage. Wands generally show things happening quickly. However, when it's a low number 2, it's just planting that seed, that little seed. As we know with seeds, they grow into plants and, depending what you're growing, but they get bigger and bigger. So little steps. And past wisdom to be learned, I would suggest with this card that it's having that patience is starting to implementing something, having that patience. And just holding back and letting things happen naturally. We do have to be patient. It's getting advice off other people when we need it. Because we're 2s, we could be partners, as I say. But as I say, it's also about choices. Now, when we've got 2 choices, we're not sure which one to do. What do we do? You may be thinking, well, I might make the wrong choice. Quite often when we've got choices to make, what we do is do neither of them. That's not the way to go, is it? Because if you don't make a choice exactly how you started off, nothing will necessarily get better. Now, of course, sometimes the status quo, better the devil you know. Sometimes we need to have that stability, perhaps. So by not having a choice, not having a decision to make, sticking with what we already know. The grass isn't always greener, of course. We know that. But sometimes, unless we look in the next field, unless we touch and feel the grass, then we'll never know, will we? Don't forget, we can always hop over the fence and go back to the original field. So I think it's been brave enough. We started something off, and I think you've either put it on hold or you prevent it from doing something by something or someone. And you will need to be patient, get advice if you need it, but it's going on to the next level. I still think there's something needs to be gone out of your life pretty rapid. The sooner the better for you to move forward. In position 5, main purpose and focus for 2022. What are you going to get? Wow, got another major arcana, which is a real positive energy on this one. We've got Magician. There we go. Magician in tarot, it depends on the position it comes out, but quite often it shows that you've got a lot going for you. You've got a lot of tools in your armour, a lot of tools in the box. It shows not to underestimate yourself. We all sometimes underestimate. We think we can't do something. Again, we're worried, particularly if we make the wrong decision, that it's going to go wrong. This shows believe in yourself. The Magician shows that they've got a lot of power. They've got more strings to their bow than you really know. It's having that power. It's trusting yourself. The Magician is all about trusting yourself, having trust, having positive energy that you can implement, that you can do what you really want to achieve, Think what you really want to do in 2022. What is it you really want to do? It says you can do it. It's believing in yourself, that you've got a lot of aspects of your life you didn't realise you could do it, but you can. And if you take off the blindfold, see things for what they are, take those shackles off, get rid of anything negative in your life that's just hanging around, serving no purpose, and you could be this magician. You can achieve exactly what you want to do. New opportunities, 2022. Let's see again what we got. Wow, we're getting a lot of swords. A lot of swords. One, two, another sword. Yeah, it's quite a lot. You got page. A page of swords. I'll show you. Quite a pretty card. I love the blue there. And pages can represent young people in your life. It can also show, because it's new energy, it shows about learning something new. Remember, we kept going about the purity, something new. So what is it? What's going around in your mind that's got to be new? Well, this shows there's going to be some new opportunities, because we've got a page, and that's very young energy, a very new start. It's new messages. It's messages coming to you. Messages come in. Young people in your life, either young people in life or having a young outlook, if that makes sense. Quite often we can be more youthful in our aspects of our life. Is taking that energy, being braver, if you like. But there's no opportunities. I just feel that you may be learning something new, a new qualification, a new challenge. And you probably think, oh, I can't do this because something's holding me back. There's nothing holding you back at all. If you get rid of what no longer serves your purpose, you could do anything you want to. This shows, at the moment, that's what's going to happen. Something new, pure energy. Now, with tarot, this doesn't tell you necessarily what's going to happen in the future. It tells you what's likely to happen. However, it's down to you, because you have free will. Nothing is set in stone. So you've got the chance to change things if you wish. Some people just like the status quo. They don't do anything. But you have the power to change something for the better. Brand new energy with the page, something new coming into your life. Young, very young energy, a start of something. What position was that? That was 6. Number 7. Part of your self to acknowledge is number 7. Another major arcana. Look at this beauty. Yeah, major arcana, you got the Wheel of Fortune. That shows good, quite often with the Wheel of Fortune is good fortune, good luck. It does show, I always find with this card, I always find the Wheel of Fortune, because the wheels go both ways. They go forwards, the back. Sometimes the circle of time, you know, what goes around comes around. I always feel like it's a roulette wheel. You know, you pay your money, you take your choice. Quite often when this card rocks up, it does show with the Wheel of Fortune. Quite often it does show good luck, something that you sometimes wish for, but it's not as simple as that. I find with the Wheel of Fortune, good luck, all right. Sometimes getting what you want, but with a twist, something that you didn't expect. And I feel like that's going to happen quite early in this new year as well, because it's not date related as such. Part yourself to acknowledge. Though it's a strange position with the Wheel of Fortune comes up, party to acknowledge. But again, it does show you what goes around comes around. If you're waiting for something to happen, it's going to come around. And part of you is having that belief in yourself. I'm getting this, that you, for whatever reason, are not believing in yourself. And you need to. You need to have that belief to do what you really want to do. And this Wheel of Fortune will show that you will need a little bit of luck sometimes. But it's good luck. Good luck with a twist, remember. I wonder what the twist is going to be for you. Something you don't expect. Best approach and changes for position 8. Let's turn over, see what we got. Oh, you beauty. We got the King, another sword, King of Swords. We got some sword. No cups or pentacles have rocked up as of yet, which is very, very unusual. 78 cards, but they haven't done. Yeah, the King of Swords. There he is, handsome king there. And this shows that kings are about knowledge and about experience. And while pages, for instance, and there is a page of swords here, they plot things, the King of Swords get on with it. They're all about action and about experience. And I feel like the best approach with this one is having experience. Now, you only get experience by doing things. And when it's something new, you will feel there'll be something that you're doing that you'll feel like your hands are tied, or that you can't do something again. But you keep on doing it, you keep on doing it. And then you get the experience, you get the knowledge, you get the wisdom. And that's exactly what it means. The best approach is to suck it and see, just get on with it. It's all about changes as well with the King of Swords. And swords are all about thoughts. Quite often, it's going around in your mind. And it's thinking logically. It's having action as well, to implement, to do things quickly. So you plant the seeds, you start off something new. This is something that you've already started and you abandoned, or you're waiting, you're tapping your fingers and waiting for things to happen. It needs a little push, it needs a little bit more, you need more action. You need to start the ball rolling again. If you kick a football or kick a roller ball, eventually it stops. You may have to do it again, and you'll need to do it again. The more you do, the more experience you get, the more knowledge you get, the better you get. The closing message, let's hope it's a good one. And we haven't got a sword for a change, but we've got, I like this card. It's the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands, it's all about celebration, success. And you couldn't get a better closing message. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. Yeah, let's have a look at that. So some celebration for 2022. Some success. That could be success in your life, in your personal life, in your family life, in your career, in your education, or it could be in your family, of course. And quite often the 401s show weddings, births, anything that you really want to celebrate. And it's quite often, the number 11 I always find is important when this card comes up. So I'm going to say the number 11, whether that makes any sense to you. In numerology, 11, because you go down to the lowest digit, will go down to 2. So, you know, again, 11 or 2. But I always get the number 11 with this card. Even though it's a 4, the 4 of wands, as I say, it's all about celebrating things. So some celebration on the horizon coming up in this new year. Now, it could be the success that you've had, that you've been brave to change, to get rid of the old, start afresh, start something new, will lead to this. It'd be interesting if it does. This could be, of course, something completely different than what you're doing. It could be others in your life, and you're joining in the celebration, of course. So that's the closing message. I'm going to have a look at these cards because, as I say, a lot of swords, no pentacles and no cups, which is, as I say, unusual. The one thing that's sticky, yeah, there's 3 of them, isn't there? I'll show you these. These 3 cards, this one here, I'll show you on this corner here, because they're all, quite often tarot is associated with planets. And this one's Jupiter, which is this symbol there, symbol for Jupiter. But also we have on this one, we've got 3 actually. See Jupiter again, and on this one as well. Now to get 3, you see it there? It's like a 2 and a 4. To get 3 is quite unusual, but Jupiter is quite a positive planet. It's about having principles, it's about having growth. It's all about having expansion. So expansion in your life, getting bigger, getting more positivity. It's about healing. So if you've not been too well, that's a good sign. Jupiter's a real nice planet for that. Prosperity as well. Good fortune. Remember, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here, and I did say there's going to be some good fortune. Jupiter means the same. And it can mean miracles as well. So if there's something you really wanted to happen, we can't always believe in miracles. We don't always think miracles will happen. Sometimes they do. It's all about hope for, it's about having compassion as well. And it can also mean a long travel as well, Jupiter. So if you're planning on travelling, we are restricted on places. Well, not so much restricted, but there's a lot of forms to fill in. But things are going to get better in 2022. That's one thing I do know. So if there's some travel that you wanted to do, that could happen. But positive, you've got 3 cards with a Jupiter energy, which is a real pretty planet as well. And that does show real good fortunes, this Wheel of Fortune. I'm just seeing this page. I keep getting, sometimes things jump out at me. This Page of Swords. I keep getting something new energy, but I did say it's young people as well. So, could be children in your life. When this makes any sense, if you've got children, you may not want them, you might not be able to have them, or whatever reason. But there's going to be some dealings, I think, with children in your life, or people that you may know. There's some young energy, or it may be that you're working with children. I don't know. I'm just getting that energy for some reason. Yeah, interesting. So Wonder if this makes sense to you. As I say, it may not resonate with you. It can't resonate with everybody. However, should you want a reading to resonate with you, I can do this reading just for you. You need a private reading with me, just contact me, Tarot by Barra, either on my website, on Facebook, or various means, and you will find it'll be beneficial for you. So I hope it makes sense, and as I say, have a gorgeous new year. Hope you get I'll start again. Hope you get everything you wish for. And according to this, there's no reason why you wouldn't. Have a great new year. Take care.